Do you like the new car? Boom boom.
Alright, action. Ready to go. Welcome to our YouTube channel, the Aussie Adventure Fam. My name is Trent and this is Kasey, and we have a little son named Teddy, and we are the Brooks family. We're going to travel around Australia full time. We've left our jobs. We've done 10 years in our respective careers. Kasey has been working at admin and I've been working in the electrical industry, and we've decided to go away from working full time, and we sold up our house and now we're in a caravan. So where are we from? So I'm originally from Victoria. I grew up in Victoria, and then through work moved to Sydney and various other places for a bit.
So I'm from Brisbane, North Brisbane. So a little town about 30 minutes north of the city called Redcliffe. I lived there my whole life until I moved interstate when I think I was 20 when I left Redcliffe and moved interstate for work. So I've lived in Sydney, lived in Melbourne for a few years, and yeah, then we moved back up to Brizzy. Hey?
That's it, yeah. Yeah, so we met in Sydney through work. And then moved down to Victoria, built our first house, married, and then we decided to have kids, and along came Teddy, and then yeah, we moved up to Brisbane after that.
Had a bit of a journey trying to have kids.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
right.
Kind of has just given us a bit of more of appreciation, I guess, and I mean that's probably something that we don't really need to go into, but it just has given us a bit of an appreciation on the little things in life, and we really want to be able to enjoy time with Teddy while he's little, and spend these moments making memories and enjoying our time together. Obviously that's not possible for everybody, and we're very fortunate to be in this position, but now that we can while he's little, and we have the means and the availability to be able to do it, we're going to give it a shot. Hey,
yeah, that's it. Well, a lot of hard work has gone into this. Obviously we've built a couple of houses along the way. After we were married, we built a house in Melbourne, and then married, and then we built another house in Brisbane, and selling those two homes has got us to the position where we could close out the mortgage and have some money to buy a new caravan and buy a car that would be suitable to travel Australia, and that's pretty much what it's managed to do for us. So we've got a lot of exciting times ahead. We're obviously going to do the lap, but in a pretty slow sort of manner. I think
a bit of an unconventional manner in our own time, our own way.
Yeah, we're not going to punch it out in like 12 to 18 months as most people try to do the lap in. We're going to go for a little bit longer, I think, and make a bit of a life of living on the road for a while. So I think that's going to be pretty exciting, and we've done a lot of research, but you never really know enough. You know, there's already things that we've already picked up after the shakedown trips that we're like, oh, this could be better, and we could change this around to make it more convenient. So
always learning, and especially from everybody else. So I think that us sharing our journey can maybe help somebody, and everybody else sharing their journeys of living on the road, and especially living on the road with kids, has really helped us to even get to where we are today. So that's why we kind of wanted to share our journey, and you know, if we can help anybody or try and get somebody up off and, you know, out travelling and giving it a go, then
that's what it is,
that's
isn't
what
it?
it's all about.
That's what this channel really is about. We're making this channel to show that we're just a standard Aussie couple with a child, and we're just giving it a go. We sold up, and we're going to go and travel around Australia and see all the sights and see everything that's in our backyard. And that, you know, really stems to what the channel is about. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely subscribe to the channel, and you'll be able to come along on our adventure of seeing Australia and travelling with a 2-year-old in tow.
Yeah, so I'm also studying while we're on the road, so that's going to be a bit of a journey of seeing how that goes with, you know, reception and trying to get assignments submitted on time and all that good stuff. So we'll definitely share bits and pieces of all of it. Hey?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, try and have a bit of a no-filter approach, go through all the ups and the downs. And
there's been some downs already.
Yeah, there has been. Yeah, a
couple that we haven't got on film, unfortunately.
No.
A couple that we have. So.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all part of it. Well, that pretty much covers who we are. I guess. So what are we doing it in? So behind us is our very first caravan. It is our home on wheels. It's a 2023 Rembrandt Denay LX Plus. It's a 21'6" off-road family van with a few extras. We've done a few things, obviously watching a few families and stuff. We've kind of got a gist of what was a bit of a necessity whilst travelling around Australia, and if you wanted to achieve some of the off-grid locations, what you would need to have. So there's a few of the key features. We've got 800 watts of solar, 400 amps of lithium, 3000 watt inverter. It's got a dual axle with independent off-road suspension.
Extra water tank?
Yeah, we put an extra water tank in, put the compressor fridge in. You know, we'll do a whole caravan video to show what we've done with the van. But, you know, for the headlines, those were some of the things that we added in extra from the original build to kind of get us to those more remote places and get us longer off-grid and try and make it as comfortable as possible.
It was a bit of a process to find the van that we wanted.
We looked for a very long time.
And I think finding a family van we found really hard, because looking at a family van, I feel like you're looking at the same layout for every single manufacturer that you look at. So it was really hard to choose which one manufacturer stood out for us.
That's right, yeah.
But we just happened to find Rembrandt, who had opened up a new factory outlet. That's what I was looking for. Just 10 minutes down the road from where we were living at the time. So we're able to go in, walk around, have a good feel of it, and we met Chris. And he was great, talked us through. He has travelled with his family, so he was able to give us a few tips and tricks on you know, what to include, what not to include. And we actually went in there to hoping to buy stock that was on the floor. I don't know what we were thinking that we were gonna find a needle in a haystack.
That's right. Well, it was he sold it that morning. We got there and said, oh, there's a caravan we'd like to look at, and he goes, I'll have a look, but I sold it this morning. And he said, no worries, if you want something like this, we can build you one in 10 weeks. Yeah,
so him selling it kind of blew the wind out of our sail, and we were a bit defeated. And then he said, oh, if you guys want one, we can build it and we'll have it for you in 10 weeks. And to their credit, they delivered, didn't they?
Pretty well, it was only a few days after the expected delivery date.
After the expected delivery date.
They did well.
It came, you know, we have had minor issues, nothing that is even really worth talking about.
No, well, the same sort of things we've had, like building 2 houses. You call the builder back in the first 7 days to fix up some major things. It was the same thing. They came straight out, fixed them, and we're on our way. Yeah,
and they came out to us. We didn't have to drag the caravan back to them. And it's been a really good experience so far. So we'll keep you up to date, and we can do a bit of a maybe 6 or 12 month recap on how everything's going, how the van's held up. I mean, we're going to put it through its paces and take it off road and drag it around with us. So we'll see see how we go. Yeah,
that's it. So that's the van, and then we have had a Holden Colorado dual cab since probably just after we got married. In 2019. So we knew that wasn't going to be able to do the trip. We needed to find something that had, you know, a bit more capacity to tackle all the off-grid, off-road areas, especially beaches and stuff like that. I don't think the Colorado was going to make it with a big van on the back. So we did a lot of planning, and we ended up ordering a Y62 Patrol. And then we also wanted to get some pre-registration work done with a engineering company in Toowoomba of Queensland, and their name's DMW, which is, it's a really good company. If you don't know of them, check them out on Instagram and YouTube. They've got a lot of videos of what they do. We decided to do a few things. Definitely cost quite a substantial amount of money for us. But
we can do a full video rundown on the car as well.
That's right.
We've still got a couple of things that we want to do to it, but I'm sure Trent can take you through everything that we've had done.
Yeah.
We'll be open and honest. We can tell you how much we paid for it.
Yep.
What it cost us.
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of stuff. We're not here to keep any secrets.
No,
so
we're not sponsored or anything.
Nothing sponsored. We've paid for all of this with our own money. So we'll be, by all means, share that.
Yeah. So I guess the headlines for the car, it's obviously a V8 Patrol. And we had it taken to DMW pre-rego for a GBM upgrade. So we've put in the 4499 kilo GBM upgrade. We've done the front and rear Razzler bars, and also the Long Ranger auxiliary fuel tank, which is another 152 litres of fuel we can carry. Then they also did all the towing, and that's all, like all the brakes and amps and plugs, clear view mirrors, all that sort of gear as well. So they're a bit of a one-stop shop for us, which was pretty handy. Definitely didn't need to do it all through them. We could have just done the GBM upgrade, and then the rest could have been done at a later date. But we figured it'd be a bit of a one-stop shop, get it all sorted, and then off we went.
We just wanted the car, and we wanted to be able to go, didn't we? We didn't want to have to sit around to wait to have all of these things done.
Yeah.
And we've watched people try and get stuff done around Australia as well, and that hasn't really worked out very well for them.
Yeah.
So
a few have had issues with shipping and that.
So we just kind of wanted to have it all done. DMW came through with the goods.
Yep.
It I think was a bit of a challenge for them to get all the stock and everything.
Yeah.
But again,
a lot of
to their
product
credit,
times,
they got it done and got it to us, and
here we are today.
We love it.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. No, it is a good car.
Yeah.
It is a good car. I think it's just something to get used to. It's definitely a bigger car than the dual cab for me, so just getting used to that. And going back to a petrol rather than diesel, obviously, two different type driving styles. So that's something we've got to figure out. But all in all, though, very capable car, accelerates up hills, like that's pretty amazing. So with a massive load on the back. So that's what we're doing it with, and that's the journey we're about to go on.
Yeah, so we'll insert a bit of footage of van pickup day.
Yeah.
How long we had the van for now? 2 months?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it was towards the end of November, maybe.
Yeah, and we're filming this just in the start of January.
Yeah,
so
New Year's was the other day. Yeah.
So we've had that for about 2 months, and the car we have only had for about 3 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. We picked it up a few days before Christmas, so Santa came early.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Finally picked it up just in the nick of time. So that's us. That's our channel. We're calling ourselves the Aussie Adventure Fam. So subscribe to the channel and stick around. I'll just put in a few more clips of some of the shakedown. We went down to Yamba and stayed at a place called the Blue Dolphin. I'm sure many have heard of it. It's quite a popular place. Yeah. So we went down there for a shakedown and Kasey's 30th birthday, and then we had a couple of stops through Ballina and Pottsville on the way back to Redcliffe, and then just after Christmas we went on a trip with Kasey's family to Susan River Homestead.
Which I don't think we filmed much at Susan
No,
River. We kind of just had a bit of a chill, enjoyed our time with family.
Yeah, went to a Bluey concert, so we had to go back to the city.
Yeah.
That was 3 hours each way. That was pretty cool. But and now here we are. We're at a hip camp, so we've really tried to run it all in and figure out all the apps to use and get a feel for this life. And so far I think we're enjoying it. It's definitely a good experience. We're here at a place now that we had to ourselves yesterday, and just a couple of campers have turned up today in a swag, so we're in a quiet place, so I thought we'd jump on and finally film some footage to make our first YouTube video and put that up for the socials.
Yeah.
I think that's really about it. So
we've got a bit of footage that we can, do a couple of videos, but I guess our plan from here is to hang around Queensland for a little while.
I think so, yep.
And then start living and travelling full time in mid-Feb.
Yeah.
So we're living in our caravan full time, but out of my parents' house at the moment. So we're kind of just taking up a bit of real estate on the front lawn. On the front lawn, aren't we? But yeah,
they're good about it. They're pretty accommodating. They don't mind. So.
But yeah, living and travelling full time from mid-February. So stay tuned, and we'll share some of the adventures that we get up to. Hey.
That's it. So subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.